Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
But yes, they do make house calls. Yes, they will come to you. Sometimes they use our studios, as is Eddie Albert today, loan officer inside of the building. And Eddie is here to help a lot of folks out there. Now, folks, if you're in New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, and you're listening to us, tell people to go on the web, www.linkupmedia.com, to check us out. By the way, Sean, you know a good thing, and Eddie, you know what? We should put a link on First Republic Mortgage Bankers site for people to listen when we're live on the radio. I think that would be a good idea, don't you think?
Absolutely. Get the word out.
Omnipresence is extremely important. Mm-hmm. Just like how we're there in the Caribbean Link newspaper and can be found at CaribbeanLinkNews.com. Eddie Albert, you're in the studios, man, and you were already getting calls in the studios.
Yeah.
Brian was transferring calls to you. You were over there in your own little corner in the office now. Finally, they've given you a home, a solid home for you.
I got a home now.
And they give you a phone, the whole
desk, everything.
Now, a lot of people have been calling, man, and asking for your help. A lot of people are realizing that the adjustable rate mortgages are coming due real soon. We've spoken with quite a few individuals who have adjustable rate mortgages and is trying to get out of it because of what it is adjustable rate mortgages stand for. And you know a lot of folks won't be able to afford this. They need an outlet. First Republic Mortgage Bankers can help them. How can you help them? And can you explain to these people out there who would like to refinance now and get a low interest rate?
Squeeze, the most important thing for the listeners to understand is try to act before it's too late, before you find out. And statistically, the next several months are going to be the biggest adjustments in the history of adjustable arms.
Whoa. Repeat that for me.
In the history of banking, the next several months are going to be the biggest increases on the adjustments for people who took those adjustables out, 1, 2, 3 years ago, depending upon what their note is tied to. But they have adjustables, and they're going to start to go up.
Can you help these people?
Most of the time we can.
Most of the time?
Most of the time we can. But it's great if people give us a call ahead of time before the rate actually jumps on them.
And to find out what options they have. What will their options be? And at least, even if you cannot help them, you can actually tell them, to plan for it and how to deal with it and handle it.
Many times, Squeeze, somebody comes into my office and I say, I can't help you today, but if you do this for the next 6 months, we can link up and actually help you with this.
I like
really
that.
Link up. Honestly, and it help. And the people who listen and they take the information and they run home and they act on that information, they're true success stories. They actually are disciplined enough to do. Most people can do what you're telling them to do. It's just a matter of putting it in motion.
Right.
And if they have an understanding, they need to have a plan, though. Some people, let's face it, mortgage business is a very sophisticated business.
It is.
And we try to simplify it the best way we can at First Republic. So what we try to do is break down moves that the average consumer can take in their normal lives and make it better for them. And if they act they do A, B, and C, we'll get them to D, and that's the finish line.
Right.
A lot of times people come in the first shot, and we can help them. And that's normally, working smart, not working hard, working smart. I had a lot of listeners in at the office over the weekend, and a lot of people working those 2 jobs, 3 jobs. And when we refinanced and paid off all their debt, one woman just saved $1,600 a month over the weekend. That's a lot of money.
You said some people can come in and, immediately you can help them, okay? But then there are some people that comes in and it takes a while. For example, me. I'm a broadcaster right here on the radio. I know Scott Siskin. I know you, okay? And it wasn't even Scott that specifically handled my loan program. I had Tony Shafiq, who is the mortgage doctor. He's a great guy. And, I started a process with him in April, and it didn't get done until September.
Okay.
Now, is there a reason for that? Yes. And I'm squeezed, okay? And there's a reason. It took forever. To me, it took forever. It was very frustrating. I got annoyed. I got perturbed. I called up Scott. I said, what the hell is going on, Scott? And Scott says, listen to me. David, this is what he said. David, listen. I know you market for me. I know you do this and you market and all of that, but you have to do things by the book. you have something on your credit report, and in order for you to get the deal that you want, it has to be addressed.
It's got to be taken care of.
If it's not addressed, I can give you a much higher interest rate, and you can also pay a lot more money out of your pocket for other things. I don't want to do that to you. You have options. He said, you can stick with me, stay with me for the duration. It will take a little while, but I've got Andrea working on it, okay? And to let these people know what it stands for in your credit report and explain everything. And you know what? I closed in September.
Okay.
It took a while. April, May, June, July, August, September, just about 7 months. It took a while because I listened. And I want people to understand that you have to stay the course. Professional advice, you have to stay the course. I know sometimes we are looking for a quick fix. We're looking for instant gratification. And that is, yes, for quite a few of us. Some people with good credit, bad credit. Sometimes it's instant gratification for both of you. But sometimes you have to stay the course, listen to professionalism, listen to good advice from people like Eddie Albert, and follow. Stay the course and follow the ABCD that Eddie Albert just outlined. And okay, I could have gone for a program that was not a government-backed program, but I wanted a low interest rate. Because you know what, Eddie? I personally don't trust the economy. And I wanted to get the lowest possible interest rate. God forbid anything should happen and, you know, I'm low on funds. You know, I got to do something. So right now I stick with the lowest interest rate, and I'm very happy that still First Republic Mortgage Bankers is offering 5.5%. Confirm me on that.
Absolutely.
They're still doing it.
We're still locking you in. All you need to do is basically give us a call. You will get 5.5. If we can look at your information, make sure that you're qualified, we can lock you in immediately.
And if you can't give them the FHA program, do you have other programs that has low interest rate that is beating out all the other banks and entities around?
Absolutely. One of the things that First Republic prides itself on is giving you options. And one of the things that experience will help in this situation, knowing all the products and programs out there. If there's a program out there, First Republic has it. We have people researching every day at our bank for the best programs in the tri-state area. So if the program exists, we have it. And be rest assured that we stay on top of this on a daily routine because we have people tracking these programs. If something better comes along, we'll give them a better program.
Hence the reason why Scott Siskin is always talking about programs such as the reverse mortgage programs where folks 62 years and older can get such a great deal in getting lump sum or monthly payments for the rest of their life.
Great program.
You know, we've got VA programs. We've got programs that helps people in the transit authority, police officers. We've got so many programs out there for a lot of folks out there who have different challenges, you know. And once again, folks, get informed. Get the facts, and then you make the decision. It's very important that you are informed in anything that you're doing, not just the mortgage business. Get informed and also have comparisons. First Republic Mortgage Bankers has what's called a risk reversal program where they give you an opportunity to make your comparisons. In making those comparisons, you can see and find out which entity is giving you the lowest possible interest rate. And ask as many questions as possible. And if you come up on something that you think or you don't believe is right, then you let them know, and that's it. If the deal stops there, it stops there. That's just it. It is as simple as that. Move on to the next. Okay. This is Link Up Radio 93.5 WVIP. Any final words before I open up the phone lines? Because I haven't given a number yet.
Just do your homework. Give us a call. Let us research all your options for you, because honestly, no two borrowers are in the same exact financial situation. What works for your neighbor may not work for you. What works for you may not work for somebody else. But really, you need to educate yourself and explore the options. And if you need to make corrections, we'll work with you side by side to get you to where you need to be in the future. We're a bank that's going to be around. We're here. We're growing. Unlike all I'm not even going to go into the negative thought processes that I've been hearing lately, but we're a growing bank. Business is booming. We must be doing something right.
Thank you so much. Once again, folks, he's a former NYPD officer, and he's been in the mortgage business now for a number of years, and he's doing big. His name is Eddie Albert. I like the way he comes on the radio and, of course, explain to the folks in details.